Good morning, everybody. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning on Thursday, November 17th, 2022. This is the last pasture of this row. It being Thursday morning and all, move them to a new row on Monday morning and Thursday evening. So I just set up the new row. There's not a lot of grass here. It's pretty bad. Ow! You're biting my finger. You want to bite it again? Anyway, there's a little bit of grass here. There's not much. This is part of the burned pasture that burned back in July. There's these long Indian grass things. I don't know if you can see those. Maybe it's a little better to see it this way. I think they're avoiding that or they can't see it. Okay, you're bumping into me. Do you smell something in my pocket? Ow! She's probably pretty hungry. I should probably give her some extra food. Okay, you stepped on my feet. That's my feet you stepped on. Anyway, let's do a duck update too, because the ducks are right here. I just fed them. Yeah, you can see part of the charcoal, the black soot or whatever left over. Yeah, this isn't the greatest pasture in this row. It's not even a decent one. Hello, Mr. Calf. I think that's a bull. Whose calf is that? Speck's calf? I think that is. Where's the other white calf? Oh, there she is. That one is Yellow's calf. I think it's a heifer. Let's see if I can tell. I'm gonna get behind you. Look at your tush. Yeah, that's a heifer. That's a heifer. It is kind of warm today. It's been cold. Last night it got below freezing. Right now it's probably 50, 55 degrees. At least that's what I feel like after walking back and forth across the field, putting up wire. So, anyway. Let's go take a look at our duckies. Oh, update on that well. So you see those crossed poles out there in the distance? That's where the well sprung up, the spring, and right now it's dry. So I think it was because of the extra rain that we'd been getting. So maybe on Saturday, I don't know if we're getting rain on Saturday. If we do get rain on Saturday, I'll check it out again after the rain or during the rain, see if it bubbles up again. But somebody said you have to build a pond there. And I was thinking of building a pond near that tree with the deep part over there and then going off to the west here. I don't think the pond would reach that far. That's about halfway through my field though. But yeah, but it is kind of deeper. This is kind of elevation wise, it's probably the deepest part of my pasture. It's hard to tell because the elevation doesn't change by that much. So if you look at a topological map, it's just a blank piece of paper. But there is changes in elevation. They are significant enough to worry about. Well, you guys ate all the food quickly. I'll be back this evening to give you guys some more. How about you guys? I'm thinking of grabbing these male ducks. Maybe I'll wait a little longer before I grab them. I don't know what I'm going to do. Hey, Mr. Goose. I thought you should know your friends will be back here tomorrow. No, the day after tomorrow. Because we're going to harvest all those chickens. We won't need the geese anymore. So, if you look at the field here, it's a landmine field. There's little piles of manure everywhere. The issue is the manure is piling up, which is a bad sign. That's a sign they're not getting enough protein. It's not terrible right now, but I would say that's at least 3 inches deep. I'm not going to stick my finger in there to measure. So the Greg Judy rule is 4 to 6 inches is when you start panicking and make major adjustments. So this is 3 inches deep. It's probably close to the borderline of what's not good. Here, they stepped in this one so you can see inside. There's really not much to look at. It's just a giant fudge muffin. Yum. Who wants some fudge now? Yum. There. Stepped in that one. The color is not too spectacular. It's not like yellow or brown or green. It's just brown. It's just a deep chocolate brown. I don't think they're getting quite enough fiber. I don't have any hay to give them, at least not at these prices. And my goal is eventually to build up enough winter stockpile that I won't need hay. You know, it's kind of my goal. The problem with hay is that it has to come from somewhere. I know that there are some people that set aside part of their field for haying. The other part of hay is you can't do it by hand. You need machines and diesel fuel. And so that's an additional expense, plus the time of moving it all around, right? Which probably isn't that significant compared to the diesel fuel. And acquiring the hay. The thing that hay provides you is it allows the cows to keep grazing through the winter. Look at this weed bush. It's a sticky bush. Ugh. These mean there's acid. Soil is acidic. And as far as I know, the reason why it turns acidic is it used to be woodlands, or it's been fertilized too much. I'm leaning towards the second. So, but anyway, my goal is to get the right number of cows and sheep so that I don't have to get hay, so that I can graze like this throughout the winter. And with the winters being extremely short here in Texas, really the hay is also a stopgap for the middle of summer or the end of summer when you don't have any grass because it's too dry and too hot. So that's the other time you use hay around here. But you have to own a tractor. Tractors aren't cheap. Tractors don't make little tractor babies like cows do. When a mommy tractor and a daddy tractor love each other very much, you don't get another tractor. What you do is you get a repair bill. And then after several years, the tractor gets old and it costs more to repair it than it does to start buying a new one. And cows don't work that way. If the cows stop performing, they go to the slaughterhouse. You use new cows. You get new cows every year, and those are the cows you use next year. You know, if they develop some kind of genetic defect, or if they get some weird disease, or if they get injured, if they get severely injured, I don't have to spend any money on the vet. I take it to the sale barn, where somebody else can take advantage of that cow and use it for something, likely dog food. Especially if the cow's dying of a disease, you don't want to eat that. Diseased meat is a bad idea. So that's nature. That's how nature works. Out in the wild, the animals, they survive because the weak ones fall behind. In a cattle herd like this, or a buffalo herd, or anything like that, the ones that don't perform, they can't keep moving with the herd. And when the predators come, they're the ones that fall behind. They're the ones that get circled by the cows. They're the ones that end up as dog food. That's the way it ends up naturally. So, and that's the way life is. You're born, you live, you die. If that's news for somebody, I'm sorry. But you do the best you can with what you have. Help each other out as much as you can. But in the end, everybody dies. Look at 21. Look how huge her butt is. My goodness, she has a beautiful butt. I'm in love with her butt. Anyway. Yeah, these cows are doing pretty good. So my goal is to get cows and land such that I don't have to hay. That I can just rotationally graze, and there'll be enough stockpile for the winter. He's like, stop following me, stop following me, stop following me. I'm not following me, you're following me, you're leading me, stop leading me. Anyway, the goal is to get cows and land that work together to sustain themselves. You just are in love with eating my hand, huh? She's like a little dog. Anyway, that's the goal. So tractors is just a sink pit for money, so you better be getting good value out of it while it decays in your yard. Maybe if I rented a tractor, if we kind of went in together as neighbors and bought a tractor and shared it between us and the expensive, that's what they do with airplanes. Like if I wanted to fly an airplane, what I would most likely do is go into some kind of partnership with other airplane pilots and become a co-owner for the airplane, be responsible for a fraction of the repair costs, and maybe pay a fee to my co-owners every time I took it out to fly. You know, wear and tear fee. You know, that way those who fly more end up paying more than those who don't fly as much. But something like that, you know, where you're sharing the expense of owning the piece of metal and maintaining it, you know, that's kind of what I see. I think that would be a wise financial arrangement, even for people that have lots of money, because you don't want your money just evaporating. You know, that's my dog out there. That's my house dog, Toby. I don't know if you can see him. He's probably like 2 pixels on your screen right now. But that's Hindungi. Where's Nutmeg? I don't see Nutmeg. Anyway, dogs need land. They need things to sniff and bark at and chase. You know. All right, guys, signing off. Take care. Bye-bye.